Hey, what is up guys? This is Harrison Barron from growthgenerators.com, and in this video I want to show you guys not only what we do when a customer says, hey, we want to compete in this space, but ultimately the process that we're going to go through to go find keywords that we could target that are, somewhat competitive, somewhat not competitive, and ultimately see what our competitors are doing, what they're writing about, how they're writing about it, where they're ranking online on Google for, and ultimately so we could capitalize on those things. On the flip side of it too is after we've done our competitive analysis and seeing where these people are ranking, how they're ranking, what they're ranking for, all that kind of stuff, then I'm going to move into keyword research, SEO, and all that kind of stuff, where we want to go and actually aggressively look for new keywords. So this is going to be kind of a two-part video. It's going to be a bit of a longer one. Bear with me. This is the process that we use. This is the process that not only we use for all of our customers, but this is the process that we use for when we're training employees and stuff like that. So this is literally what we do step by step. Now, I've preloaded some information in here to make this go a little bit faster, but I want to show you guys our step-by-step process, what we do, how we do it, what we go through to ultimately grow other people's businesses, right? This is the process that we go through when we want to compete in certain areas. So I want to jump into my computer here. Like I said, two parts. If you're looking for SEO research, go towards the second part. If you're looking for competitive research, we're going to dive into that right now and go use this. Now, the tool that I'm going to be using is called SEMrush. You could go grab it if you want. It's about $100 a month if you want to save some money. Neil Patel offers a Ubersuggest, which is about $300 for life or $30 per month. There's also another one called SpyFu. There's Ahrefs, there's Moz, there's all of these different apps out there. Feel free to go grab whatever one that you think is best for you. We just happen to use SEMrush. It's just the tool that we like, but we've flip-flopped. We've tried other ones, just the one that we come back to. There's no favoritism. There's no anything like that. It's just the one we know. It's the one we like. It is the one that we do recommend, but it's not because it's any better than the other. It's just we have a lot of experience with it. So when somebody calls us up, says, hey, we have a problem with this or we need help with this, we could jump right into it. So right now we're going to jump into my computer, and in this scenario, in this case, the customer has told us what they do, right? So they sell promotional products and do one-off prints. So what is that? That could be something for a company. Maybe it's printing water bottles. Maybe it is printing promotional products. Maybe it's promoting pill bottles, which I use for my headphones, right? These are all different things that it could be. It could be chapstick. It could be a million different things, hand sanitizer sprays, and they print that kind of stuff. The cool part about this one company is they could do everything from one piece all the way up to 10,000 pieces and beyond. So no matter how big it is, they're willing to do a one-off at a great price, and they're willing to do mass quantities. So they sell not only promotional products, but a variety of other things. We're going to focus on promotional products in this example just because it makes our life significantly easier. And they just said, hey, this is what I want to compete after. This is what I want to go to. And ultimately, this is their space, right? There's probably going to be other keywords that we discover later on down the road or in this video, but for now, this is what we're going to be doing and what they want to go after. So let's jump into my computer here, and I've already pulled up a Google search. So custom promotional products, right? Pretty simple stuff. If you do like custom promotional prints, you got to be really careful. Promotional prints. You got to be careful because sometimes prints usually will refer to images and things like that. But right, we have Vistaprint, uprinting.com, 4imprint, right? So this is one of the examples I use. Deluxe.com, promotique.com, right? There's all of these, printglobe.com. These are all really, really good resources, customink.com, that we want to start to build a database of competitors, right? These are the people that we're going to be going after. Now, once again, for the sake of this, I've already preloaded some information in here just because I don't want to sit here all day. This is a process that takes hours. But here's the thing. Doing this once can provide you years worth of keyword research. Now, granted, yes, keywords are absolutely going to change all the time. But if you do this once, you can save a ton of time down the road and the hassle of saying, what keyword am I going to target now? Or what keywords can I go after now? You'll already have a list. You can even organize that list based on a bunch of different criteria. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to go through a bunch of these different websites. Like I said, I've already preloaded them up top, and we're going to drop them into a spreadsheet. And I want to show you guys the exact process that I use at my company to go through all of these keywords, because we're going to pull up information in here that has great search volume, right? But super high keyword difficulty where we're probably never going to be able to compete with it. So these are all things that I want you guys to look out for. But right off the bat, we have, I just did custom promotional products. That's essentially what it is. They're promotional products up here. And I just want to go through and start looking. So we have swag.com, we have pressline.com, and maybe you just want to type in blog, right? This is going to be now someone who's actively working on a blog in this area. So perfect. Imprints.com, we have farfromboring.com, right? Perfect. Quality logo products, right? These are all different things. The ones that I've pulled already have blogs, some don't have blogs, but they might have a ton of pages, and we can really start to see what pages are going to work. So let's just jump into the first one. The first one I pulled up was customink.com. I'm sure most people already know about it. It's a tremendously large company, and I've already dropped it into SEMrush. And the cool part is Custom Ink will actually give me a bunch of information inside of SEMrush. So right off the bat, they're ranking for about 279,000 keywords. Awesome. They get about 2 million clicks per month. Awesome. And these are the keywords, right? Top organic, position change, right? T-shirt design, all this kind of stuff, right? T-shirt design is super competitive. SERP features, right? These are all things. Featured snippets. They have 293 snippets. Local packs. This is also good for SEO. But I'm just going through and kind of looking at all this kind of stuff, right? So they have FAQ. Their FAQ ranks for 9.1 thousand keywords. Knowledge panel, 30 keywords. People also ask, huge, right? Top pages, t-shirts, NDX, hats, hoodies, custom top subdomains, right? There it is, blog. That's the one I'm looking for, right? Huge. So if I click on that, it'll just pull up their blog. And now I can see, okay, great. They rank for 19,000 keywords and they get a traffic of 31.9 thousand keywords. And this is really where I want to spend a lot of my time, is their blog, because this is now where we can go in and we can actually compete for these things and drive traffic back to our customer. So gang names for girls, that's probably not something we want to go into. Top position changes and things like that. And maybe you want to go after both. Maybe that's something that you want to attack, is both their blog and the products that they're ranking for. But once again, we have search features, 105 snippets featured. People also ask, image pack, images, subdomains, right? You have top pages, 51 best friend group names, 31 girl squad names, right? That's probably where it got the gang idea from. And it's also going to give you, this is really cool, so competitive positioning map of where you fall versus other people. So spreadshirt.com, printful.com, right? Super, super helpful. Main organic competitors. And just by typing in one name, it's going to give you a bunch of other names, which saves us so much time. Now, in this case, we don't want to go after the t-shirt area. That's not who we're looking to compete with. And that's already a super competitive area. But what they do offer is they offer a lot of other products that most people don't actually know about. So maybe it's, drinkware, hats. We have promotional products in here, bags. We can absolutely print bags and things like that. Now, this customer specifically can print on clothing as well, but why? Like, let's just go after the less competitive areas. T-shirts and things like that are super competitive. Wellness essentials, right? Pens and writing. All super cool stuff that we want to look at. So let's just go into it. Let's go look at these keywords. So let's view all 19,000 keywords. And this is going to give us a really, really good start. And the reason why I like going after really big names is because these big names probably have somebody that is doing this already for them. It's not like I have to go recreate the wheel or anything like that. It's already being done. They already have a team of people, and they're actively looking to compete in certain areas. So by me going after these guys, I understand that they have a team of people, right? But they might not write the best articles, which is great. Or they're already doing a lot of the homework for me, and I could start to look at these things. So in an effort to save a lot of time here, right, you have your volume, which is super important. This is over the last 12 months. This is keyword difficulty, 99 or 100 being the most difficult, 1 being the easiest, or 0 being the easiest. And then it gives you your cost per click on average, what they think it would be, the URL that it's going to give, your SERP functions, your position, where it was, where it's at now, SERP features, and SEMrush and a lot of these programs, they just try to keep tabs on everything to the best of their ability, right? Is it always going to be 100% accurate? No. But they do their best. And the cool part is we can do volume, we can do SERP features, we can do advanced filters if we want to do advanced filters containing, right, keyword. Maybe it's keyword type, maybe cost per click, traffic percentage, right? They don't have keyword difficulty, which does kind of stink, but that's fine, right? This is all really good information if we want to filter by keyword, what position they're in, right? If they're ranking number 1. So this happens to be 19,000 keywords, and just by clicking the keyword area, it's going to flip it. I'm sure you guys probably already all know, like if you double click it, it'll come up. So now it's 99, right? The most competitive versus on the flip side of things, the least competitive keywords, which is great because if this is pulling it up, chances are pretty good there might be some information here, right? Yoga Ferrin, I don't know what that is. BC and apparel, how to row dragon boat. I don't know what a lot of these are, and that's okay. Like, this is fine, but this is going to give us our starting place, and there's volumes associated with all of these, right? Taglines for writers, whatever that might be. It's a writing club that might have a store on here or something like that, which is really good. Ink News, custom ink news. We have, and I'm just looking for different areas where their volume is pretty good and the keyword difficulty isn't too difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save myself a bunch of time. And what I'm really curious to know is I want to do 100 because I think that's really important. Custom range. Why is this not going to let me? There it goes. I'm going to do 100 all the way up to, I want to go to about 5,000. That's usually a pretty solid number. Sometimes I'll go to 1,000, but because I know this is the blog, I'm okay with going up to about 5,000. And now this is going to pull out traffic that has anywhere between 100 clicks to 5,000 clicks on average. And this is the list it's going to give us, right? 4.9 thousand keywords. Perfect. This is the exact information I'm looking for. And in an effort to save a massive amount of time, I'm just going to hit export, and I want to do all 4,900 keywords. Now this is going to pull up. You may or may not be able to see this. You guys can't see this yet, but that's why I pulled up a Google Doc in here. And this is all the information it's going to give me. Let me drop this into here. May take a second because it is a lot of information that it's dropping in here. I feel like we should play that Jeopardy music while we wait for this. But while we're waiting for this, page is unresponsive. Cool. We're going to wait. We're actually going to hit refresh on here, and we're just going to give it a quick little refresh. But it just pulled up a massive list of all of this information, right? It just basically exports all of this kind of stuff, which is great. There it is. Reload. Yeah, we could reload it. That's fine. It's still working. There's that much information, right? Because you got to think it's 4,900 lines plus whatever all of this is included in there. And we're just going to go on the next one, right? And I'm going to use the same criteria for the next one just because it makes our lives a lot easier. And I'm just going to go to 5,000, right? Actually, better yet, this one only ranks for 59 keywords. Super easy. So I could just pull this. I'm going to hit export again, right? I'm just going to drop it into an Excel sheet. And once this, okay, it's not loading. Should go now. I feel bad. This is a lot of information for an Excel sheet to move into, but based on the system that I have, I can't share my entire screen because it's absolutely massive. Wait. And that's it, right? There's 59 keywords. Awesome. Traffic is 11, right? Not a tremendous amount of traffic. Traffic for 201 keywords. Once again, we're going to be able to just export this. And this is why I used such a massive company in the beginning, because it gave us 5,000 keywords already to start off with. Like, that is so much better than anything that we were going to have. There it is, right? So here's all the information, SERP keywords, and that's everything. So now I can grab the next one, tasked image should pull up in a second, and PG promotional should pull up in a second here. And all of this information is really good information. So I want to go back into here. I want to go all the way to the bottom, right? And this is the not exciting part about it. I want to keep creating more rows and things like that. Where add 1,000 more rows, I guess. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you very much. This is why I would prefer to do it on Excel, because now I'm relying on Google's stuff to give it all this information to me. Just going to highlight all this area, drop that in. I've just copied and pasted everything that SEMrush has given me. Same thing with the next set of data. I'm going to come in here, grab all that kind of stuff, and drop this in. And ideally, you want to do the same format over and over and over again. I know once again, it's not that exciting, but by putting in the exact information that I actually need, this is going to now line up all these columns. So when I'm actually going through data and reading all of these, I now have a really good baseline of all of this stuff. And essentially what we're going to do is, once again, in an effort to save a lot of time, I'm just going to go do this after this video, but you would want to go do this for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different websites, right? Maybe it's your 10 biggest competitors or anything like that. And some of these are going to produce a lot of keywords, right? This is 3.5 thousand keywords, right? But maybe those 3.5 thousand keywords are either super competitive, right? We're never going to rank for prints. We're never going to rank for canvas prints, photo printing, canvas prints, right? These are really, really competitive areas. And I shouldn't say we'll never, but maybe that's in a year or two down the road. But for now, these are way too competitive for us to try to even rank in. But this is really cool. I do like this one, far from boring, right? 70 keywords, huge. There are some moderately difficult but not impossible to rank for keywords in here. 70s little too high. 50s is cool. Ideally 40s is really where I want to be, but I get it. Not every time. Reasons for promotional products, right? That's going to be a great blog. Top 5 reasons why businesses use promotional products, right? So I'm going to be stealing those ideas and things like that. Now, after you've compiled this massive list, it's your job to go through and really start to dig around, right? And once you have all this information, now you could say, hey, let me look at all the pages or things like that have a position of 1 through 10, right? And let me look at those blogs, or let me look at those articles, right? Because all these articles pull up here, right? Position number 5, what is this? 27 writing club slogans. And this might be somebody else's website, right? This is probably easy enough to compete with. So if I wrote a writing club slogans blog, and I'm not saying I'm going to, but this might be something that I want to compete with. Position 6, we deliver for you slogan. Okay, probably not going to compete with there. But you have to go through, you have to drill down and say what has enough of a search volume, right? These all have pretty good search volume, right? But what has enough of a keyword difficulty that I can actually go and attack? If it's in the 60s, that's going to be kind of difficult, right? But if I can find something maybe in the 40s and scroll down here and scroll down, and this is going in not the direction that I was hoping for, but maybe there is. Here it is, custom printed beach balls in the UK, express promotional pens. I mean, I don't know what these are, but this might be something I want to go after, right? Because we know that the keyword volume and stuff like that is here. Difficulty, heart-shaped hands, right? Pierre Cardin pens express. All this is really good information, and the cool part is it's also going to give me SERP features by keyword, right? What it's coming up for, how it's ranking, and all this kind of stuff. And over time, I'm just going to be able to go through and drill down and drill down and drill down. And out of this list of, let's just say 5 or 10,000 words, there might be 100 blog topics there, and we're just going to go and attack one after the next, after the next, after the next. So, like I said, in an effort to save time, this is the process that we would go through for competitive analysis. And this is literally the process that you go to cheat and get ahead of your competitors. Now, on the flip side of things, I'm going to switch over to SEO and keywords and things like that. So now that we've gotten our keywords and we have an idea of what we're going to do, and this is it. This is just the process, right? What can I actually write a blog about that's going to be somewhat interesting, that I might find interesting, that somebody might want to buy a product after they've read the blog about it, right? And that's the whole process. So I'm just going to go through funny Irish names, right? Maybe that's a blog, right? What, the top 10 or top 20 or top 100 funny Irish names, and here's what to know, or when you're getting something custom made, whatever it is. Lawn care names, anime show names, a lot of show names, bingo sayings, right? Maybe that's for bingo sayings for gift ideas, knitting group, right? Dental quotes on Smile. I actually found one last night for dental stuff, right? For some reason, dental is a extremely open area where maybe it's dental products, maybe it's a giveaway for a dental item or whatever it is. Obviously a dentist doesn't want to give away a lollipop, but maybe it's chapstick. My old dentist office used to get custom made chapsticks. I loved them. They were not only the best chapsticks, but I got a free one every time I went. So the 35 or 50 cents they spent on every single one, those are my favorite chapsticks, and I'm sad that I no longer live near that dentist's office to go get them. But this is it. This is the core of it. You're going to go through, and it's a long and tedious area where you're going to find essentially where these stars align, where your keyword difficulty is going to be hopefully somewhere in the 50s, and then you're also going to have some kind of search volume. So whatever that may be, right? Inc. News, fundraising titles, 2020 shirt trends. Maybe you do a 2021 shirt trends. That's going to be something that you're going to have to create year after year. Funny church names, dog walk bio example, bourbon base font, young adult ministry names, weight loss Instagram names. I mean, who knows what you can create off this. We deliver for you slogan, right? Bloodhound security. These are all things that I just want to go through, and I'm going to have to go through one by one, or pulling up the position where it's a high enough position that I might be able to compete for it with a good enough keyword difficulty score and a good enough search volume that it makes sense for me to go after it. So these are all things that you can absolutely do to go research your competitors. Now, on the flip side of things, let's get into SEO and that kind of stuff. So in here we have SEMrush again. So you have local SEO, you have advertising, social media, content marketing. Essentially, we're going to go to content marketing, and you could either do any of these, right? Topic research, SEO content template, SEO writing assistant. And what I'm really looking for is this the SEO area up here, and I want to go do keyword research. So let's do keyword overview. I think it actually might be Keyword Magic Tool. Yeah, it is Keyword Magic Tool. So in here, I'm going to do Keyword Magic Tool, and I'm going to go type in, let's just type in promotional products. And it's going to give me 19,000 keywords, right? So obviously, pretty big space. It says 0 to 39 is easy, 40 to 59 is possible, 60 to 79 is hard, and then 80 to 100 is very hard. So in this case, I'm going to just do 0 to 39. I don't particularly love SEMrush when they do their keyword difficulty because it's not always the best. Promotional Products Miami, right? We're going to be writing something locally for there if I choose that. And I have to go through and figure out what keywords I really want to go after. And you're going to use that same process of exporting maybe the top 50 or top 100 or top 5,000 or 10,000 keywords in this area. But I want to just go through and I want to look. So what keywords are going to be somewhat, these are keyword difficulty, NA to easy, right? Search volume. Maybe I want a volume of 100 to 1,000. And this is really going to narrow it down. So there's really only 2 keywords that this product thinks, or the software thinks. All right, so let's go to possible 40 to 59 keywords, 100 unique promotional products. Okay, so that's cool. That might be something we want to write a blog about. And if I click on this, it's going to go and narrow it down even more. So if I click on this, it'll say promotional products, unique promotional products, pinnacle promotion, custom promotional products, unique gifts, or something like that. There it is, unique. So let's see what it shows me, because I'm actually genuinely curious to see what they're gonna do. Pinnacle promotions, here it is. So these are considered unique. The hipster budget fanny pack, and maybe there's a blog in here somewhere that like unique promotional gifts or something like that, right? Unique promotional products. That's something that could absolutely be written about. And honestly, based on how much volume it has and the keyword difficulty, I don't think it would be all that difficult to rank ahead of these guys. It quite honestly probably isn't, right? Quality logo products, 13 most creative promotional products, right? This is awesome. This is exactly what I'm looking for. This is a blog that I could probably go and compete with and get somebody printed on some of these things, right? This, Aldi keychains. Sorry. My girlfriend says Lidl all the time. Burger King perfume. I mean, some interesting stuff, right? This might take some homework to do, but this is going to come up with, and maybe you want to give some ideas, right? This is just what these people are giving away or doing or something like that. Imes Frisbees. Oh, that's pretty cool. Looks like a dumbbell. Most creative promotional products of all time, right? And maybe there's some ideas in here, or unique promotional products ideas, whatever it may be. This is a great place to be. So promotional products, and we're just going to go through promotional product free sample, promotional product companies, right? Weirdly enough, that's not all that difficult, and there is a decent amount of search volume in there. Huge, big promotional products. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go pull a list of a couple hundred of these words, and I want to go start attacking them with article after article after article. And that is going to give me another list just like this. So I'm going to name this one competitors, and the next list is going to be named SEO keywords. And I'm going to go through and I'm just going to look for these words that have some decent search volume, right? 1 to 1,000, and maybe it's 100 to 5,000, right? Maybe it's 100 to 5. I like 100 to 5,000 because 1,000 is sometimes not enough. And you're going to go through 3M promotional products, big promotional products, sustainable promotional products. This could be huge. What are 10 or 20 items that are sustainable promotional products to sell or use or make? And this is it, right? You're gonna go through. You can either hit export there, select all, or selected 20, and that's it. You're gonna go through promotional products, and now it's giving us volume of 100 to 5,000 and keyword difficulty of 40 to 59. And if I do from 1 to 59, actually let's do 1 through 60, and I hit apply, this is going to give me a new list, right? So this is going to give me a new list of 25 keywords that there's definitely some room in here for me to say, hey, I'm going to go attack these, but also room that I can say, you know what, maybe some of these aren't the best, right? And sometimes this is a keyword research tool. Don't live with this by, or don't take this as the Bible. There are plenty of keywords that I've used this for that have far exceeded my expectations. There's also plenty of keywords in this that I've used and drastically undermet my expectations. So maybe it said 500 search volumes per month, and I was number one on Google for something, or one of my customers was a number one on Google for something, and the numbers lied, right? So this is just a guideline. This is just to give you ideas for different things. This is a guideline to go do some homework and things like that, especially if you're struggling or you're not sure what to write about. This is where you want to start. This is the most foundational area, and then you could build off of this. The cool part is in here. I'm going to jump back to my screen one more time. You can see they have eco, 3M, right? These are all different areas that it's actually giving you search ideas from. So in here, it's going to give you, now it's 584, right? Keyword difficulty 1 through 60. And maybe that's what I want to focus on, right? Or maybe it's a keyword volume of like minimum of like 50, right? And whatever your criteria is that you meet, but this is going to give me 268. So now if I click on all keywords, it's all 268. But if it has promotional products company, right? The word company is in there, best promotional product companies, right? Boom, there you go. And it's just going to give you that. It's going to give you this information. And weirdly enough, by creating maybe a piece of content in this area, it might drive traffic to you, and somebody might say, oh, you print what I need you to print. This is great information. But that's it. That's the information that's the process you have to get into when you're starting to think about your keyword research, how you're going to go about it, who you're going to target, why you should target them, and all that kind of stuff. And using these tools just saves you a tremendous amount of time, energy, and effort. There's other ways to brute force yourself into there. If you go on Google, you start typing those things in, but always write down what you type, because if you do, you can compile a list of all the questions that you might have had at some point and create content around those at a later date. Maybe it's better than the number one on Google and you work your way up there. But this is content marketing at its finest. It's the long, painful process, but the rewards and the upside is tremendous. May take a year or two to get to the number one spot on Google for a lot of these keywords, but it is the gift that keeps on giving. Once you get there, it just keeps feeding you and feeding you and feeding you and your business. So I hope this helps. My name is Harrison Barron from growthgenerators.com, growth-generators.com. And if you guys enjoyed this, you guys found value from this or anything like that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and that little notification bell, and we'll see you guys in the next one.